I am CWoosH, I play for the Florida Mayhem, and I play main tank.
What got you into gaming?
Uh, what got me into gaming goes way back. My brother was the first one in our house to get a computer, and he would sit there and play all kinds of computer games. He'd play Warcraft 3, Half-Life 2, all the good stuff back in the day. And the moment I saw this video game thing, I was just hooked. I couldn't stop watching his screen, and I always remember begging him to get some minutes to play and try it. But and finally I got to play, and ever since that day, I've just been a complete nerd and played a lot of different games.
So how'd you discover Overwatch?
I discovered Overwatch because I'm a big Blizzard fanboy. I basically knew it was coming the moment it was announced. So yeah, I knew about it from the beginning, and I put my eyes on it right from the start, and I just knew this was gonna be a game I was gonna love, and it turns out that was the case.
So when did you know you were going to be a professional Overwatch player?
I never came into Overwatch with the intention of going pro. In the beginning, I just played for fun with my friends. We just played ranked and custom games, and just goofed around basically. I don't think custom games were released back then. We just played ranked and quick play and that kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, we just decided one day to play in a small Swedish online tournament, and we made it to the final. And in the final, it was actually a professional team, or a team that actually competed in other big online tournaments at the time. And we did pretty good against them. And after that, I got contacted by a guy, and he was like, "Oh, you're pretty good at this game. Do you want to try and play for our team?" And from there on, it's just been snowballing, and I've been in a team ever since.
So what's it like to transition from the Contenders level to this Overwatch League scene?
Switching from Contenders to here, it's a huge difference. I moved from Sweden, came to LA. We we play a lot of different teams. All the big talent is collected in one single place here in LA. Um, it's been kind of rough in the beginning. In the beginning, it was rough because I have a lot of friends at home. I have a family that I love, and but yeah, it's my dream to be here. So it's worth it in the end. I will always see my friends and my family in the future. This is just a once in a lifetime, so of course I'm gonna go for it. The difference from Contenders is mainly that you play on LAN, and you always play on LAN, and it just feels great to play the game specifically. It just flows really nice. So yeah, it's overall amazing to be here, but there's some drawbacks, of course. But it's gonna be that with everything in life.
So what does the Overwatch League mean to you?
The over the Overwatch League to me means a great competition, a celebration of the game Overwatch. It's it's something that has never been done before, and I feel like I'm a part of something so big, and it just keeps on getting bigger and bigger. And I feel that Overwatch League is shaping me as a person and as a human being, I guess, because I interact with so many different people. I learn something new every day. So it's just an amazing life experience for me, and I'm so grateful to be a part of all of it.
So what's the team dynamic like on comps? Who's calling what? What's the dynamic with communication?
Um, Communication-wise, and especially the shot calling, it's Sebo's side. He does a lot of the ult management. We give him a rundown after a fight, like, okay, this is the ults they use, this is what they're gonna have next fight, and then he comes up with a plan. Um, in fighting, it's mainly our Tracer players' duty to do the target calling. Of course, we all do target calling. If we see something more important, we overrule that call and we say, no, kill this guy instead. Um, so it's a mixed effort. It's Everyone just works together, and that's the way we do it, at least.
So with the dugout, you guys have access to your coach, and coach has access to you guys. How do you guys utilize that dugout time?
Our coach can talk to us between maps, and he basically gives us a quick rundown of like the basic stuff. If it's something wrong with our communication, if we did badly, um, or if we do good, he's like, "Oh, keep doing this. This is great. This is how you can punish these guys." Um, but also in halftime, after two maps, when you can go back to the dugout, it's more of a um, we all go through together and talk about it. And our coach, of course, Mineral, who's doing a fantastic job, gives us some insight. And if they've changed something up, if they're gonna change a player, what we can expect, what we should look out for, what we should do, and yeah, basically our coach has input between the maps and during the halftime break, and it helps us a lot, I must say.
So you guys are a six-man roster. How does that help or disadvantage you in some ways? What would you say the biggest disadvantage is? What would you say the biggest advantages to that small roster?
Biggest disadvantage of having only six people in the roster is, for me personally, it's I would love to have another main tank player on a team, um, because then you can actually ball ideas of that guy and like come up with new things to do because he has a different perspective as well. I can't really go up to another main tank in the league and be like, "Hey, Miro, can you give me some tips on tank?" So um, yeah, having someone to talk to so you don't get stagnated. So like if say our sub tank is watching the scripts, he's gonna have a lot of input and be like, oh, I think we can do this. I think this might be better and blah blah blah. And I might not realize that. So yeah, that's mainly the disadvantage. The advantage, though, I'd say, is that since we're all really flexible, we can run a lot of different strategy, and the enemy won't really know because, for example, other teams they will sub in a specialist like, oh, now we can expect Genji from this team because they subbed in a Genji player. Um, but that's not the case with us. We can run a lot of different things, and they can never get like an idea of what we're gonna do by looking at our roster.
So far, your performance has been less than amazing. But what can you say towards the future of the season? What are you guys working towards? What's the strategy going forward?
Um, yeah, we haven't performed well. That's just the hard truth. We are always working hard. We always try our best every single day. Um, we what you guys can look forward to is that we're never gonna give up. We're always gonna keep grinding. We're right now working out a lot of communication stuff because that's the most important thing in Overwatch is having your communication crisp and knowing what target to focus, etc. So we right now the one factor that helps us a lot is all the fans that keep supporting us through this hard time. And without you guys, it would be so much harder, and it would be like a dark hole. But since you guys just keep giving us kind words and supporting us, it feels great to walk out on stage and try to give your best. But yeah, look forward to Mayhem bringing it back.
And is there anything else you'd like to shout out or anything like that?
Just to add on what I just said, the fans, my organization, my teammates, my family back home. I love them. I miss them, but we'll see each other soon. But yeah, keep supporting us, and we will take some maps and take some wins. That's for sure. Thank you.